Hi, good morning, how are you? My name is Michelle Cohen, and I'm here, the owner of the Palm Court. I'm trying to do very nice living quarter for people long term. Actually, this business is for helping people with the people, and very nice, decent people that live here long term and as a family oriented. We encounter very much problem with the crime here in the area for a long time. Recently, it's actually been worse, and it's a crime zone that you cannot tolerate anymore. Every night, I'm coming, and a lot of people gathering here from all over the area, drug dealers, um, prostitution, name it. People even come to rob people here, and people do not feel safe to come to open the door even. And it's happened few times. When it's come to that, I will not tolerate it, because my responsibility is for my people here at my residence. We called to the police many times, but to tell you the truth, none of these happening. They don't do nothing. We called again and again. They never arrest nobody. They just tell my people to go inside to the room. All the crime around Chester Street, about the blossoming, about everywhere around here, it's cannot be tolerated anymore. I read all the newspaper. I see what the city is trying to do out there, but you know what? I would urge the city, first of all, to come and take the crime out of here before they even try to develop anything new. I'm resident of Myrtle Beach for 20 years now, and I never saw something like that before. I went even shopping on 82nd Street, and they coming over there. Every time that I'm going to shop, I'm scared to go out with my wallet, because it's not just here, it's spreading all over the town. So if you think it's just here, forget about that. We are really in a crime zone, and something needs to be done here. It's not the merchant, it's not the people that trying to bring business here. It's the city that need to, first of all, solve the problem. Encounter the problem really seriously before something will happen. You know, all the shooting around here, we cannot go safe around here anymore. And I truly urge someone, I'm doing it just that my voice will be out there, and I believe one of many.
My name's Amanda, and I work at Palms Court for Michelle. This area here in this complex is absolutely wonderful. All of the tenants are great. We try to keep safety as a top priority, because we do have a lot of children and women that live here that are, you know, obviously alone and don't have protection. We have a lot of men as well, but as everybody else that has spoke mentioned, this area surrounding is just absolutely out of control. Law enforcement, from what I see when I'm here during the weekdays throughout the week, do their job, but it's not enough. I strongly feel like the leaders that the officers follow are not doing what they're supposed to do. It seems like most of the people that are law enforcement or above the law enforcement don't seem to care. And anytime we need to call if there's a true emergency or any issue going on, fighting violence, drugs, prostitution, you name it, it seems like they just kind of bat their eyes and go on as if it's not important. So we're trying as hard as we can to keep this complex and all of our tenants safe and secure, but it's almost impossible to do that whenever the leadership of the county and the city aren't taking it serious. So,
question for you, as
Sure.
an employee here, do you believe that those elected leaders tend to want to blame the merchants above and beyond?
I absolutely do. I believe that a lot of the leaders and the leadership that the police and the other agencies follow tend to put the blame on the merchants and the business owners and things of that nature, claiming that they're not doing their job, they're not screening, they're not checking backgrounds and things like that, and it's not true. That's probably the furthest from the truth. So I believe it starts with the leadership.
Yes, my name is Charles Lockhart, and I'm a tenant at Palms Court. I work for Michelle and Amanda. They're great people. They do all they can. They are people that come in here after night, and they want to make this another hotel like they've surrounded us. Our police top leadership is no good. Our officers are good. Everyone I've ever met is a good one. Somewhere at the top we need to change it. Michelle is the greatest. She treats everybody with an open heart. She lets people, you know, if in the wintertime I've watched her say, okay, you don't have the money this week, that's okay. These other places, if you don't have the money, you're out. But they don't screen the tenants like Amanda and Michelle do. That is why we put up with so much over here. The best tenant we have here has been beat and they tried to rob him 2 times in the last 2 weeks. He is such a great guy that you know, when it comes to beating him, they've got to beat us all. Something has to change. It's not the police officers, it's the top of the ladder. Thank you.
I feel safe here in my apartment complex. The management makes sure we feel safe here, but when I go out into the community, when I'm in the area of downtown, I don't feel safe anymore. There's a lot of crime and we don't see a lot of police presence. And the officers are telling us that it's going to be a community effort between the businesses, between the downtown district, between the police to get the crime together. And I really feel like that is a police issue when people are shooting people. It's not really something that business owners can handle. That's a police issue.
While we were interviewing the owners of the Palms Court and their staff, 4 drug deals occurred on this street, the property behind us, in the short span we were here. When we brought out our cameras, the dealers quickly scattered. We will be coming back at a different time and getting these documented.